Good day everyone, this is your Kuya CK and welcome to a new video tutorial. So before tayo mag-dive dun sa topic natin today, no, I just want to pursue everyone. If ever na bago ka dito sa channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please click the subscribe button. And if ever na nagustuhan niyo yung video na to, no, kindly click the like button sa baba, no, later on. Okay? So as of this recording, I already have 1.18k subscribers and 39 videos. So hopefully, mag-grow pa tayo as a community, no, na gustong matuto pa at ma-master yung art of accounting. Okay? So much of that. Let's start our topic, which is about merchandising business. Okay. So, si merchandising business ang topic natin today. Pag-uusapan natin paano ba nag-account ng accounting cycle ng isang business, ng isang merchandising business, no? Kasi kakatapos lang natin sa service business. So, sige, let's start. So, pag sinabi nating merchandising, we know that this is a type of business that buys products or goods from suppliers and sell it to the customers. So, yung simpler term no ng merchandising is it's about buy and sell. Okay? And meron ng intervention ng products or ng goods. Sa service business, we are only offering services or our time and our skills, no? Pero pagdating sa merchandising, we deliver products or goods na. So, yung accounting cycle na ginagamit natin sa service business, we can also apply it to merchandising, pero mas complex na ngayon kasi may mga kailangan tayong i-add when it comes to the process itself. Okay? So, sa service kasi, yung equation natin para makuha yung net income is meron tayong revenue and expenses. Okay? Pero pagdating sa merchandising, ito na yung nagiging complex side niya eh. Kasi we have here sales and cost. Okay? Si sales ay siya yung alternative ng revenue. And then si cost naman ay related to the sales itself. Okay? Hindi pa to yung expenses natin sa service. They have the same nature, pero si cost ay kailangan related siya dun sa sales natin mismo. Okay? And then, pag na-minus na natin si cost kay sales, makukuha natin yung tinatawag natin na gross profit, no? And ima-minus natin yung operating expenses para makuha natin yung net income or yung tinatawag natin na profit. So that is the equation na pagkuha ng net income or profit when it comes to merchandising. So magkaiba silang dalawa ni service. So, yung mga elements no sa service, meron tayong assets, liabilities, equity, revenue and expenses. 'Di ba? Yun yung ating elements no na ginagamit. Pero pagdating sa merchandising, aside from that, mawawala si revenue, papalit si sales, madadagdag si cost of sales, and nandiyan pa rin si expenses. Okay? So, ibang-iba na siya talaga yung approach natin when it comes to merchandising business. But at the same time, nandun pa rin yung familiarity natin when it comes to doing the accounting cycle. Kasi same pa rin ang process, pero may idadagdag lang tayo na mga items. Okay? So, pag-usapan muna natin yung sales. Okay? Punta muna tayo sa sales. So, ang operating cycle ng isang merchandising business ay nagdedepende, no? Or hindi siya depende, pero meron ng intervention nga ng sales or ng pagbebenta ng product. Okay? And pag-purchase din ng product. So, we have what we call cash sales. So, pag sinabi natin cash sales, ito yung pagbebenta natin ng product na naka-receive agad tayo ng cash from the customers. Okay? Binenta mo yung product, nakatanggap ka agad ng pera. When it comes to sales on account naman, ito yung naka-receive na si customer ng product pero hindi pa niya nababayaran. Okay? So, in journal entries, kapag ginornalize natin tong mga to, pag si cash sales, ang debit natin, cash, credit ay sales. Okay? Yan. Si sales pala ay revenue account ha. So, nag-iiba lang talaga yung term kasi nga, product na yung, yung ino-offer natin, hindi na service lang. Okay? So, that's the cash sales. And then, for the sales on account naman, we debit accounts receivable and then we credit sales. Okay? Bakit accounts receivable? Kasi may utang na sa atin si customer dahil we already provided the product na kapalit nung payment na ibibigay niya. Okay? So, that is our journal entry for that. Next, we have the terms of transactions. So, ito yung, pag sinabi nating terms, ito yung paano natin babayaran, no? Or paano sa atin babayaran ni customer yung kanyang pagkakautang sa atin. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag na credit period. So, yung credit period, ito yung period of time na binibigay natin kay customer para magbayad siya ng kanyang utang. Okay? And it is given for sales on account lang. Okay? Kasi pag sales on account, doon lang naman nagkakautang si customer, diba? So, example ng credit period ay N30 or N10 EOM. Okay, so ano ibig sabihin yan? Pag sinabing N30, this is, kumaga yung due date ng sale, no, ay 30 days after the sale. Okay? 30 days after the sale, kahit ano pang, or kahit magkano pa yan, basta ang due date niya ay 30 days after the sale. So, kailangan ng bayaran agad ni customer yan before mag-lapse yung 30 days. Okay? Ano naman yung N10 EOM? Pag sinabi kasi nating EOM, yan ay, ang ibig sabihin niya ay end of the month. Okay? Or end of month. Yan. So, pag N10 EOM, ibig sabihin nito, 10 days after EOM. No? So, at the end of the month, bibilang tayo ng additional 10 days and after ng 10 days na yon or sa 10th day na yon, no, yun yung pinaka due date ni customer para magbayad ng pagkakautang niya sa atin. So, that's credit period. Now, we also have what we call cash discounts. So, si cash discounts, ito yung binibigay natin sa mga customers, no, para ma-pursue natin sila na magbayad agad. Kasi, one thing na importante sa isang business is magkaroon siya ng cash agad eh. Kasi cash is, sabi nga natin, the most liquid asset and at the same time, yun yung madalas na laging ginagamit ni business for their transactions. Kaya importante na lagi tayong may cash. And for us to have cash, syempre dapat ma-pursue natin yung ating mga customers na magbayad agad. We are giving them a period of time para magbayad, no? Kasi para maengganyo sila na bumili sa atin. Pero at the same time, we wanted to make sure na meron pa ding control. Okay? May control pa din. So, we give cash discounts. Okay? So, it is computed on the net amount after the trade discount. Later on, pag-uusapan natin yung trade discount, no? Pero, ang example ng cash discount is itong 2, 10, and 30. Yan. So, pag sinabi natin 2, 10, and 30, ang meaning niyan, itong N30 alam na natin kasi 30 days after ng sale, dapat magbayad na si customer. Pero itong 2, 10, ang meaning nito, itong 2 is 2% discount. Okay? Discount. Yan. And then, itong 10 naman, ito ay 10 days after sale. So, ano ibig sabihin na ngayon? So, kapag nagbayad daw si customer 10 days after sale, within, no? Or hanggang 10 days after sale, makakatanggap siya ng 2% na cash discount. Yan. Kaya nakaka-pursue tayo ng customers na magbayad na within 10 days kasi nagkakaroon sila ng discount. Mas mababa yung kailangan nilang bayaran and malaking factor din yon, no, sa pagbabayad ng mga customers. Okay? So, that's what we call cash discounts. Discount period naman, ito yung period covered by the discount. So, ito yung discount period na sinasabi. So, 10 days after sale, makakatanggap siya ng 2% discount. Yan. So, that's the discount period. When we say trade discount naman, ito yung sa Tagalog, tinatawag natin na anong tawag doon? Yung may bawas, no? May bawas. Tumatawad tayo, ayan. So, yun yung tawad kapag, kunwari, nasa Divisoria tayo, ganyan. So, tumatawad tayo, di ba? So, itong trade discount, no accounting entry siya. Hindi siya ginagawa ng entry. Pero importante siya kasi yung trade discount din nakaka-pursue din ng customer na bumili sa atin, no? Kung kanina si cash discount nakaka-pursue para magbayad na si customer agad, si trade discount naman ay nakaka-pursue para bumili. Okay, bumili si customer. Now, si trade discount, sabi nga natin siya yung tinatawag na tawad sa Tagalog, no? It is to encourage buyers to purchase products due to markdowns in list price. Okay. What do we call by list price? Ang list price ay yung ating original price. Okay, yan yung pinakaunang price ng product, no? And itong original price, bumababa nga siya because of the trade discount. Yan. So, let's have an example para mas maintindihan natin, no, kung paano siya nag-work or paano natin kino-compute itong mga discounts na to at kung magkano yung kailangan nating bayaran. Okay, so we have here an example. No, meron tayong data set dito. Yan, so these are our data sets. And meron tayong questions dito. Yung una, how much is the invoice price? Okay, so may pagkaiba kasi si list price at saka si invoice price. Pag sinabi natin si list price, yun nga yung original, di ba? Pero kapag invoice price na siya, ito na yung less TD or less trade discount. Na ibawas na yung tawad. Okay? Kaya ito na yung invoice price. Okay? So, yun yung pagkakaiba ng list price tsaka ng invoice price. Now, next question. How much is the discount if paid within the discount period? Pangatlo, how much is the total payment if paid within the discount period? Pang-apat, how much is the total payment if not paid within the discount period? Panglima, when is the due date of the payment if discount is to be availed? And lastly, when is the maximum due date of the payment? Okay. So, dito muna tayo sa invoice price, no? Si invoice price, para makuha natin, kailangan natin kunin yung list price na 2,500. Yan. So, 2,500. Tapos, i-multiply natin siya by the trade discount na 20% muna. Okay? So, yung mauuna yung 20%. Yan. So, sige. Sabahan niyo ako mag-calculate. So, 2,500 times 20%, that is equal to 500. Then, meron pa kasi tayong another 10% na tawad, no, or trade discount. So, i-multiply pa natin yan ulit by 10% naman. So, 500 times 0.1 is equal to 50. So, that is our trade discount, 50. No? Ngayon, ang tinatanong kasi sa atin ay invoice price. No, magkano yung invoice price? Trade discount pa lang to eh. No? So, ang gawin natin, from 2,500, no, 2,500, i-minus natin by 50 for us to get the invoice price na 2,450. Okay? So, yun yung ating sagot dito. 2,450. Okay? Second, how much is the discount if paid within the discount period? Okay. So, yung sinasabing discount dito, ito ay yung tinatawag natin na cash discount. Okay? Paano natin siya madedetermine? So, from our invoice price na 2,450, sige, burahin lang natin to para magkaroon tayo ng space. So, from our 2,450 na invoice price, i-multiply natin ngayon yung ating credit, yung ating cash discount na 2%. No? So, 2%. So, magkano yan ngayon? 2,450 times 0.02, that is 49 pesos. Okay. So, ulit, 2,450 times 0.02, that's 49 na. Okay. So, yun yung ating discount. No, pag within the discount period daw siya. So, 49. Ngayon, dagdag natin na tanong. Kailan ba tong discount period? Okay, so ang discount period natin ay, di ba ang date of sale ay July 1. So, from July 1 hanggang July 11, that is our discount period. Okay, kasi magsa-start tayo ng bilang ng June 2, tapos June 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 10 days. No? So, yan yung discount period. Kapag nagbayad daw tayo within that period, meron tayong 2% na cash discount. Okay? So, next, how much is the total payment if paid within the discount period? Meron na tayong cash discount na 49. So, ibawas lang natin, no? So, 2,450 minus 49 is equals to 2,401. Okay. 2,401. Okay, and that's our answer, 2,401. Next, how much is the total payment if not paid within the discount period? Dahil wala nga tayong cash discount kung hindi tayo nagbayad sa discount period, no? Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung ating invoice price, yun yung ating kailangang bayaran, which is 2,450. Okay? Okay, next. When is the due date of the payment if discount is to be availed? So, kailan daw yung pinakadulo ng ating discount period, which is July 11. Okay? So, July 11. Now, next. When is the maximum due date of the payment? So, maximum na, no? Hindi tayo nag-avail, kunwari, ng discount. So, ano yung maximum due date natin? So, dahil 30 and 30 to, no? Ibig sabihin, 30 days from the time of the sale. So, ang due date natin ay July 31. Kasi, July 1 plus 30 days, no? 30 days, July 31. That's how we do our trade discounts and cash discounts. Okay? So, for now, yun lang muna ang ating pag-uusapan regarding merchandising business. Because the next time, we will talk about transportation costs naman. So, abangan nyo yung video na yan kasi ilalabas din natin yan sooner. Okay? So, if nagustuhan nyo yung video natin, again, huwag kakalimutan na mag-subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please click the like button sa baba if you ever have the chance na matuto, no? Magkaroon ng additional knowledge from this video tutorial. So, di ko na patatagalin. Thank you so much sa inyo and have a great day ahead.